Oh, look, you're hanging out with me in my living room, and I'm taking a rest before I'm going to go to the show. We have some good guests on this evening, or you're watching this tomorrow. We had some good guests on last night, and it was a great show, and if you didn't listen, you missed a good thing. So, headed there now, and just found out I'm going to be taking a little road trip to Utah for the weekend. So you will get to travel with me there and meet some cool people, probably. We'll see. But yeah, I'll show you some of that road trip as well. So tonight is interview night. This is Friday. And we're going to go to Cat House and take some pictures too. And then I'm going to wake up early for me. I wake up at normally 10 a.m. But I go to sleep at 4 a.m. So I have an excuse for all those that want to be mad that, oh, you get to sleep till 10 a.m. I go to sleep really late at night or early in the morning, whatever way you want to look at it. So, yes, that's what I'm doing tonight.
Correct. We even have the hangover package, which we were sitting there putting the packages together, right?
Right.
Everyone wants the hangover experience now. It's kind of quantified what we are. And
You have to now.
you have to. So that has the Bachelor on stage. It gets the songs up there. They get the free transportation, free cover, and then we do a bottle deal for them when they get there. And there's no, you don't have to have a limit on how many people can sit down and enjoy the bottle.
Now, the playground's open 24 hours.
It is. We're open 24 hours. Okay. The Gentlemen's Club, Crazy Horse 3, nonstop. Okay. All the way through. We've got the Rock Room opens at 10 p.m. Okay. The Sushi opens at 10 p.m. as well. Late nights we say it starts at 2 a.m. And really that just depends on what's going on with the room. If if we're being an adult club, we really want to kind of transition that lightly and fun to where the industry people start coming in. And really we're becoming, what my goal was, become the spot where the industry goes after they get off at 4. Right. Where do they go? Where can they go relax? And when they're not getting pressured, where we take care of them, we'll comp a bottle or get $100 bottles, whatever they need. Right. I want a spot where they can go and hang out and not get banged out, because I was there before. Right. I was a young guy coming up, and I didn't want to go home. You're wired from the shift, and you've been going a million miles an hour, and you don't want to go home. You need a spot to go to, and we're trying to be that spot.
So you're basically taking what you wanted and making it.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I
100%.
mean, yeah, I kudos to that. I mean, this is what did I always want when I was doing this? Okay, this is it. I want a place where I can get some sushi and see some hot girls and hear some rock music and hear some house music and mashups and all that, all in one spot.
Right. And by people that are happy to see you. When you walk in, they're happy to see you. We welcome you in like family. What's going on? We sit down, we talk. That's what it's all about. And I'm there. I stay till 6, 7 in the morning, 6 nights a week to welcome my friends and make sure their experience is right.
And for those that don't know, the experience is different than, we're doing you a favor, as opposed to the other way around.
How many times on, we won't say who, but sure. On a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, open arms. Wednesdays, open arms. Now you show up, you take a night off, you go with your 10 buddies from high school on Friday at midnight, and you walk up to the line. They're not excited to see you. Not like they were on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sure. And we recognize that. Right. Vinny, talked about that at length. Love to have you on Sunday, then you show up on Saturday, and it's a problem.
You will not report or touch on. There's really no reason for them not to. I guess it just doesn't sell papers. Okay. But the casino companies definitely have realized that their prime strip land is very valuable. Right. And it's very hard from a long-term. There's a couple of reasons. A long-term business perspective, it doesn't make much sense. As we all know, we implode here in Vegas every 30, 40 years. We implode something. So what you have to realize is that what happens to the north end of the strip and to the south end of the strip, the strip doesn't even really sit in Las Vegas. Right. It doesn't. It's unincorporated county. That's true. So to the south, you have McCarran Airport. All the height restrictions change. We've seen what we coined the South Strip trying to make something out of itself. Not happening anytime soon.
Nothing across from LA. Nothing's going on.
Yeah, and even further south. Sure. It's just, it's not a second strip, at least not now or any time in the foreseeable future from what we can see. To the north, north of Sahara Boulevard, it becomes truly downtown Las Vegas. Sure. And things change. Right. So, a lot of people don't realize with the stratosphere, we really don't consider that the Las Vegas Strip. We consider that Las Vegas Boulevard. We don't really consider it part of the Strip.
Yeah, right there at the Sahara in
Las Vegas Boulevard, that's where the switch happens,
Yeah.
going out of unincorporated and then going into actually the city of Las Vegas. So
Yeah, and here's the point. Let's say you and I bought a piece of dirt on the strip. We're a gaming company because let's be honest, that's who primarily owns the strip land these days. It's
Right.
big giant, gaming corporations.
Sure.
And it wasn't like that in the old days, but it is now. And they know what they have their hands on, and to capitalize on that land, to make the most income revenue. Do you want to build 400 residential condos on your land and sacrifice your land? I mean, what happens in 30 years? Well, yeah, what happens in 30 years when your brand is now old school and you need to re-implode and reinvent? You can't go north or south. Let's just say in 30 years from now, we're still not going north or south. Let's say McCarran's still open. We don't know, but let's say it is.
Right.
What are you going to do with that dirt? How are you going to implode a residential building with 400 owners in it? It becomes very difficult. Eminent domain, maybe? Does the city have to step in and say, oh, this land is more valuable, better for the city to build a new casino than it is for 400 people to call this home?
Sure.
So it's very difficult. If they're going to build high-rise, they want to do hotel more than anything. Secondly would be condo hotel, because at least they can get part of the income revenue off of renting the rooms. But residential, just doesn't make any sense. And I bet you MGM Mirage is pretty happy, in the long-term things, I'm a person who believes that everything is a miracle. And I loved the Harmon. I was actually really involved in that building and had some wonderful clients excited about their units in that building. But let me tell you this, from a long-term perspective, MGM kind of got lucky because that corner now is implodable in 30 or 40 years.
Right.
So in some ways it works out for the better for this city.
So, not that they have a plan to do that in 30 years, but I mean, it seems like the architecture and everything that they're doing with that plot of land seems like, for argument's sake, it could be there for a very long time. But like you said, there's cycles, and to have a condo or someone living there, you're going to then have to buy them all out just to be able to implode what you've got. It's kind of evident with that little apartment complex that's right behind that in Treasure Island. I don't know if anyone sees it, but that guy's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, one person can cause huge problems.
Right.
So imagine dealing with 400 of them or 200 of them. I mean, it's just dumb. From a financial perspective, it makes no sense. And from a long-term business play, it doesn't make any sense. I know I wouldn't be building residential high-rise condos on my prime strip land unless I was at the very north end and I got, city or approval from the FAA to do 180 floors, which could eventually happen, or 130 floors down there by the Fontainebleau land, because it's not in the flight path of McCarran.
Right.
But that really, to make it make sense, you've got to be able to go real tall, real big.
Well, tonight was a good show. I'm going to bed early, I guess. I was going to go shoot at Cat House, but last second mandatory DJ meeting. So, got a DJ meeting at 8 a.m. And then I'm going from there to drive up to Utah. So, yeah, that'll be fun. And like I said, I'll give you updates while I'm in Utah. So you can see how cool and pretty it is and all that kind of good stuff. So, thanks for hanging out.